Hello, hello. We have No Name, Mr. Gray, Shannon, hello. BMC 411, hello, you two. Hello, everybody. Let me see who else we got. No one on that one yet. Trying to see, is this up? Is this up? Is this up? No. Why is Twitch the one that doesn't want to go live? Let's see. Hi. Oh, there you are, Joey. Joey, I heard you told Parkers you were willing to help out in the no-no chat, so I got you. I got you. Thank you for that. Also, Joey, joined the Discord. Why are you not up? Okay, we're gonna have to restart that attempt on there. Hi, Feisty. Hey, Gabby. Tio. All right. Okay, come on. Catch up to me. Oh, you are? Joey, you'll have to let me know what your username is in there so I can just type in the live chat right now so I know. If the names aren't exactly the same and the pictures aren't exactly the same, I'm not always going to remember who is who. And I haven't looked at the I haven't checked the list recently of who's in there. So, no. Type in, if you're in the server, type in the live chat of the server. Haha, yeah, that's me. Ha, guys. I know we're just getting started. I see that you failed to connect. Let's try it again. Guys, it's officially up that we are doing that co-hosting tomorrow. The event is up on Jimmy Snow's page, and guys, go check it out. There we go. There we go. Now Twitch is finally up. Now I can hit this on TikTok. About dang time it got to working. About dang time it got to working. 25. Confirm. Okay. I need to hide you. Take you. The call number does not work right now because it is not on. I'm not up on all of my streams, so it does take a moment. I appreciate you asking. A lot of people love telling me that my number is fake and blah, blah, blah. It's off to start. Yes, Feisty, you are a member of whose channel? Oh, yeah. Feisty, are you going? Wait, where are you going? I'm so confused. I missed something. Oh, well. You're good. Oh, thank you, Dia. Feisty, you're good. You ain't got to stay. Oh, no, Joey. Okay. Hey, BRT. Hey, Moose. That's an interesting comment. That's also very weird. Oh, Jimmy. Yes. Okay. I'm like, I'm so confused, guys. Do. Yay. I'm easily confused. That is a true statement. Hi, David, Cabin, Belchy, and Bishop and Princess Punky. There we go. Guys, as you know, over on TikTok, we're up and running. You determine when the call line opens up. So get to tippy tapping booping that stream. Ooh, Phantom, you've resubbed for 2 months. Thank you, and you are on a 2-month streak. Shout out to everybody on this one. To Bishop for being the very first sub over on Twitchy. Before I even knew that everybody could sub, like, I don't know, you're almost on what, 4 months now? Just gonna let you guys know some of this. This happens. I wish I remembered who my first member was over on the tubes. Sorry, personally just spaced out for half a second. That's how that goes. Oh, the first 10 get, oh, that makes sense. Oh, 3 month sub. Yeah, that's why I said he's coming up on 4 months. He's coming up on 4 months. Thank you for the information, Belchi. I'm so new. I am so new to this. Does it tell me 2 month sub? David is also one of the first subs. Awesome. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. It's that Bishop gifted out subs before I was even online. Yeah, it takes a moment to get warmed up. It takes a moment to get warmed up. Guys, I'm going to be, if you're not in my server, make sure you get in there. I'm going to be posting the link to the event for tomorrow, so you guys know to join and everything. Yes. On Twitchy, if you have a Prime, you can also get a free 1 month sub over on Twitchy. Just a friendly FYI on that one. Let's see. There is so many comments. Yes, I'm going to share the live events over into the server. Yay! Copy link. Yes. Awesome sauce. We're going to pop it in the main chat. I don't use the main chat enough, so that's a true statement. Boom. We'll pop it into the announcements after a bit. But for right now, it's just going to go into the main chat. Oh, wow. You guys are tippy-tapping that screen very well. Yes. All right. Here we go. Thank you, James, for the jewels. That's interesting. All right. Cannibal, thank you for renewing your sub. I know you were one, so thank you. Oh, no. Wait, did you get one gifted? There, no, you did renew. Thank you for renewing your sub. And W, everybody, W's Feisty over in, sorry, membership. I keep forgetting that. W Feisty's over everywhere for gifting out 10 memberships. We appreciate that so much. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can't get this going. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I just want to know, like, what is wrong with people that they are so obsessed with spamming a slur out on the internet? Like, do you have no life? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
16.
Okay. Have a good one. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Nigger.
It's even worse. You didn't even try to hide your voice there. You have to be a pretty sad human being to want to harass a random person on the internet. Legitimately. No sub-only chats over there right now, Belchi. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm over 20.
Okay. Can you give an age range within 5 years?
I'm 27 years old.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, have you ever worked in the White House before?
No.
I figured you haven't.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna pull
Okay.
if you're going to do like an authority claim, let's just not an appeal to authority. Let's just stop there because that's already boring.
I'm proving a point. You've never worked in
proving
the
a
White
point?
House.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you've never worked in the White House. Whoa.
Calm down. Pay attention. You've never had that job
I'm
before.
so sorry. And what's your point? Have you?
I'm not the one complaining.
I'm so sorry. What's your point? Have you ever worked in the White House?
You have.
Have you ever worked in the White House?
I'm not the one
Have
complaining
you ever worked
about
in the White
Trump.
House? Have
You're
you ever
repeating
worked in the White
yourself.
House?
You're an imbecile.
Have you ever worked in the White House?
You're
Have
immature.
you ever worked in the White House?
You're immature.
Have you ever worked in the White House?
You are immature.
Have you ever worked in the White House?
You're like a broken
What's your
record.
point?
Grow up.
What's your point of that
That
question?
is my point.
No,
You're
that's
just throwing back
just
at me
a
what I told
statement. What's
you
your
and
point?
interrupting me.
What's your
Grow
point?
up.
What's your
Do you have
point?
parents that raised you?
What's your point? What's your point?
You're wanting to
What's your
debate
point?
about Trump,
What's your point?
and you're like a broken record.
What's your point? Well, if you answered the question, maybe I wouldn't
You're
feel the need to
one that
repeat
has
myself.
the podcast
So
that
what
wants
is your
to
point?
talk about.
What is your point?
Have you?
What is your
you
point?
don't know what it takes to
What
be
is your
president.
point? Neither do you.
You're clueless.
So are you.
I'm not complaining about Trump, little girl. I'm not.
I'm sorry. Did you say little girl? You're 27,
Well, you're
correct?
acting like a little girl.
You're 27,
acting-
correct?
How old are you?
You're 27, correct?
You can
You're
turn this about age. How
27,
old are you?
correct?
Can you
Are
answer the
you
question? Or do you have
27?
capability of intellect
Yes
to
or
answer the
no?
question?
Are you 27, correct? You're
Do you have the
27,
ability
correct?
to answer my question?
You're 27, correct?
Are you crazy? I already
You're
told you how old I
27,
was.
correct?
You are a lunatic.
You're
I've already told
27,
you.
correct?
I've already told you
You're
how old I am.
27, correct?
You are
you
crazy.
27? Yes or no?
What would you do as president?
You're
if you were in there?
27, correct? Yes or no?
If you were president,
You're
what would you do?
27, yes or no? Confirm it
If
for
you
me.
were
Remind me
president-
your age. You're 27, yes or no?
I already told you how old I was.
Yeah, so we're reconfirming. I'm just making sure I remember correct. You said you are
Pay attention,
27,
follow
correct?
the conversation. We're beyond that point.
Oh my gosh. You're 27, correct?
Quit being immature. Just
You're
move
27,
on.
correct?
Pay attention. Follow
You're
the conversation. We're
27,
past that
correct?
point. You are completely
You're
nuts. I thought we'd have a
27,
conversation
correct?
and debate things.
You're 27, correct?
You need mental help.
You're
They're gonna Baker Act
27, correct?
They are going to Baker
You're
Act you.
27,
you are losing
correct?
Your shit, you nutball.
Are
Listen,
you 27,
pay
yes
attention.
or
Did
no?
your parents ever discipline
Are you 27,
Did your
yes or
parents
no?
ever discipline
Are
you?
you 27, yes or no?
You have lost.
Are
have you
you
lost your mind?
27, yes or no?
Have you lost your mind?
Okay, we're just going to assume the
I
answer
can-
is
I can
yes,
call
that you
help for
are
you.
27 years old, because that's what if I recall correctly, that's what you said at the beginning when I asked you your age. I understand that
Why-
you
what's
seem
the
to
point of
not understand how
reiterating?
to follow a line of questioning, and you're incapable of answering an extremely direct
God,
question.
you're
So when you
psychotic.
make a comment and you say
You're trying to
something like,
belittle
you're
people
a
because
little
you're a
child,
narcissist.
you're a little girl, which also, by
You're
the
a
way, I'm an
narcissist.
adult, and it's very
No, you're
strange
not.
to
You don't act like
infantilize a
one.
woman. It's very strange to infantilize a grown woman. Also,
You got
sir,
such a bad
I am
attitude.
definitely older than you. I am 34 years
You're
old.
about ready to
And I
snap.
assume that at a certain
don't
point you
act like you're
believe in
34.
acting your age, or maybe at least respecting your elders.
You won't let a
I
person
am
get an
older than
edgewise
you, so
because
I
you just
do
wanna run your
actually
mouth. You just
expect.
got a big
I
mouth
do
'cause
expect
you're threatened
respect
by
from you.
men
So I
talking.
still am waiting for the answer on what's your point about the fact that I've never worked in the White House. That's a very lame
What would you
question. You
do
never
as
even answered
president?
or explained why was that
What
relevant
would
to the
you do?
conversation. Well,
What
you
would you
don't know
do as
what it
president?
takes to be president of the United States. Wow.
What would
So I
you
guess that would
do?
also mean that
All you
only
are is
46
rambling about
people, only
nonsense.
46 people in the
You're just wanting
entire
to
history of the
argue.
United States of
You're just
America
wanting to
would
argue.
actually have any
You don't.
capability of
Were you ever
understanding
on
of
the
what it
debate
actually
team
means
in
to be
high
president
school
of
or
the United
college?
States. So I assume at that point you must also assume that there should be zero criticism of the president of the United States
You're the
unless
one
you're
wanting the
one of
debate
the
thing.
46
Bring your
individuals
points to the
that have ever
table.
served as president of the United States of
Bring your
America.
points
So
to the
therefore, I
table.
guess every single political pundit, every single senator,
Bring your
every
points.
single person that's used to work at the White
You're
House,
wanting to
every
bash.
single social media person, every single news reporter, every single
You just
investigative
want to talk
journalist
over
should
people.
just quit all of their
You're making
jobs
yourself
and
look
never
bad.
say any
You're making
word ever
yourself look
again negative
horrible.
about the president of the United States. I assume at
I'm
that
saying
point
bring your
that's what
points.
you want every single person in the entire world to do, or at least, sorry,
You're just
within the
wanting to
entirety of the
speak
United States
loud
of
so you
America.
think you're right
So
about
there's only
everything.
46
People like
people
you
in the
talk loud
entire
because they're
existence of the
insecure.
United States of America
Oh, you're
that have
just
ever served
insecure.
as president of the United States, one of them being Donald Trump. Most
You're
of those
so
people are no
hostile.
longer alive, no longer with us in the United States of America.
You're so
So to
hostile.
be
You're
clear,
gonna snap.
there's 346 million American United States citizens within the United States of America. So unless they're of that very slim amount of people that are left alive that have ever been president of the United States, no one ever should criticize the president of the United States. Is that not what you're saying?
What would you do differently?
I'm so sorry. Are
Criticize
you
all you
capable of
want.
answering a
You
question?
criticize
I asked
all
you
you
a very
want.
specific question.
What would you do
I asked you a
differently?
very specific
You
question.
can't
Are you?
answer the
I'm so sorry.
question.
Are you capable of following along in a conversation? We've moved past
You're just
whatever your
repeating what I
diatribe has
told
been.
you.
No,
You're
I'm
more so
asking you a
pathetic. You're
direct
repeating.
question.
You're building
I
off
asked
of
you
what
a
I've
direct
already told
question.
you.
I asked you a
You're
direct
repeating what
question.
I
Oh,
already
okay.
said.
So you're not
You're a
able to answer
nutball.
that question. Okay, so here's what
You're
we're
just
going to do.
repeating my
So
own
what would I do
things that I
differently than
told
Donald
you.
J.
Yes.
Trump, the elected
Yes.
president of the United States, who's actively ignoring and violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution? Well, for one, I would actually uphold my pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. You know, the thing that he read out at the football
Specifically
game
what?
that he went to on Sunday, where he was
Okay.
rereading his pledge to the Constitution of the United States of America, which, mind you, he didn't put his hand on the Bible, even though he claims that he's a Christian, right? But he was reading that pledge back to the United States people that were watching the football game that he went to. And isn't it funny that he's actively violating Articles 1, 2, 3, and 6 of the United States Constitution? He's actively violating amendments 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 14 amendments of the United States Constitution. Oh, sorry, also the 16th Amendment of the United States Constitution. So for starters, that's where I would start if I were ever president of the United States, is by actually not going against our foundation of the country, which is the United States Constitution that was ratified by not all constitutional amendments were ratified because they came after, but I just want to be very clear. So that's what I would do if I was president. I wouldn't actively ignore articles and amendments of the Constitution.
Why do you think he's doing it then? Why do you think he's doing it?
Oh, because Donald Trump has already made it very clear that he wants to be a king and he thinks he's a king. Otherwise, why else would he be shit posting about being a king on his True Social?
You don't think there's illegal aliens in here, drug cartel, breaking laws?
Dude, what the fuck? I'm talking about the Constitution and violating the United States Constitution.
So by sending...
I'm so sorry. What conversation are you on? Did you listen to anything that I said? 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 What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution? What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution? Sir, you're the one that's not paying attention. What is Article 1? What is Article 1? What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution? What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution? What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution? What
I
is
did not
Article
say a
1?
word when
I
you
don't
were
know if you
talking.
realize this or not, but
I
you
did
don't
not.
let
I
me
did not
talk
say
on
a
my
word
platform. I am so sorry that
because
I
you
seem to
talk
have
over
damaged
people.
your fragile masculinity, that you're
You're a
incapable of answering
narcissist.
a direct
You will
question
not
that's
allow
very
other people to
specifically
talk.
asked to you, that it hurts you so much that you just
You won't allow
like
other people.
freak
You're a
out
narcissist.
to
It's
this
all
degree.
about you. It's
So I'm
all
going to
about
go ahead
you.
and help you out. I'm going to go
It's
ahead
not
and
about a
answer my
conversation.
own
It's all
question.
about you,
Article
little
1
girl.
of the
You
United
just
States
want to run your
Constitution
mouth.
lays out the duties
Why do you
and
think he? I let you
responsibilities
talk.
of the
I did not
legislative
say a
branch
word.
of government. And it also
Why
goes
do
over
you
what their
think he's
powers are.
violated?
Okay.
Why do you think
Article
he's
2 is
violating
powers of
constitutional?
the executive branch, also known as the presidency of the United States of America. Correct. I hope that helps you here.
Whatever you learned in
And
high
so
school, you're so
when we're
twisted.
talking
I'm sure
about
your
that and
parents
we're
are
talking
liberals.
about he's violating these different things, there are
Liberals are mentally
congressionally
unstable.
approved funds in the contingency
You can go
program
to
of
any
USDA
any leading
already
psychologist, and they
pre-approved
will tell you
by
liberals are
Congress.
mentally
And Donald
unstable,
Trump
and
is
you are
still
one.
refusing to pay out SNAP benefits to all of the states across the entirety of the United States of America. So therefore, he is actively violating Articles 1 and 2 of the
So
United States
specifically, what would you
Constitution.
do differently?
Now, when we go to Article
Specifically, what would you
3,
do
Article
differently?
3 is what lays out the powers
You're
of
so
the
easy to
judicial branch of government.
criticize.
This includes
So easy
SCOTUS,
to
and this
criticize.
also
Has that
includes all
been because
federal and
you're
appellate judges
not
below
stable in your own
SCOTUS,
life?
right?
You're easy to
And so
criticize
when
other
we look
people?
at those, he's also actively
And you're
ignoring
talking about him
the
putting the hand
decisions
on
that
the
have been
Bible?
handed to
That's a
him as president of the
religious
United States and the
separation of
lawsuits that are
church and
going
state.
against him. By
See, I can
ignoring
talk
those
over you
rulings,
too.
he's violating Article 3 of the
Do
United
you
States
hate
Constitution.
your own voice?
Now, when you look at Article
Because you can
6 of the
criticize
United
other
States
people, but you don't
Constitution,
like
and I
being
know you've
criticized.
never heard of like the
Ah, I got
majority
you.
of these things,
That's
and
the
I'm sorry
psychology
that the
of it.
education
You can
system
criticize, but you don't
definitely
like
left you
criticism on
behind.
yourself
Okay,
because
but
you're
when we're looking
unstable.
at Article 6
You've
of
never
the
done
United
anything
States
with your life. You're
Constitution,
sitting in a
that
center
is
stage bench
reaffirming the fact that
and just
all of
rambling
these
off things that you've
individuals,
read
right?
and memorized
Congress, the
online. I
executive, the
gotcha.
legislative branch, executive
I
branch,
figured
the
you out
judicial
in
branch of government,
2 seconds.
they all have to swear an
You
oath
probably,
to the United
your
States
parents probably
Constitution while
argued growing
also
up with politics,
acknowledging the
and then
powers that are bestowed
you
upon
finally
the
chiming
other
in.
two branches of
You're
government,
finally
depending
chiming
on which
in
branch of government
because
that
they
you
didn't give you a
sit
voice
in.
growing up as a
Okay?
child.
So,
You
because
were told
Donald
to
Trump is
listen and pay
actively,
attention.
actively ignoring
That's what it
judicial
is.
orders given
You're
to
gonna
him
snap.
by judges, all right?
You're
He's
just
also
you're
violating
rambling on
Article
things about
6 of the
what would you
United
do to
States
change it?
Constitution.
What
Now, when
would
it
you do
comes
to
to the
change
First
it?
Amendment of
How
the
would you
United
do it
States
differently?
Constitution, we
You
know
have
that
no
Donald Trump
original thoughts
knows
of your
for a
own.
fact
You have
that
no
he's
original thoughts.
actively violated the First
You have no.
Amendment of the
What
United
would you
States of
do to
America
change?
Constitution.
What would you
Okay?
do to
So
change
when
that?
we look
What
at the
steps would
First
you do?
Amendment
What
of
would
the
you put
United
in
States
place to change
Constitution,
it?
freedom of
What would
speech.
you do?
When Donald
What
Trump
would you
was
do to
having his
put into
little
place?
roundtable Antifa meeting, he
You're
literally
just
said,
rambling.
"We've ended the freedom of
Are you
speech,"
just
right? He
talking? Are you
literally
trying to
said that
convince
point
yourself of this?
blanketly said, "We
You're
ended
trying to
freedom of
convince your
speech
own
here.
self.
We
You're not
ended."
trying to
He
convince other
took that
people
as an
because
acknowledgement. Now, when it
the only
comes to
ones that
that,
can be
he was
deceived is whenever you
referring to the fact that he
try to
wrote an
control other
executive
people's
order
thoughts.
that made
You're wanting
it
to
somehow an
fill
additional
your own
crime
opinion
to
without
be
having a
burning
conversation.
the
You're
United
making
States
yourself
flag
look bad.
and also by
You're making
overstepping
yourself
his
look completely
boundaries
bad.
of the executive branch of government by also now putting
You
a
don't
minimum
understand that. What would
sentencing
you put
amount
in
on it
place
because that's
then?
not his job. That's
What
literally
would
the
you
job of
put
the
in place
court
to
system.
change it?
So that would be violating once again,
Then how would you
right?
change
The
it?
Article
What would you do to
3
change
of the
it?
United States
What would you
Constitution,
do
along with
instead
that, all just within one
differently?
executive
What would you
order,
do
right?
instead?
Ignoring the
What
original
would you
Supreme
do
Court ruling
instead?
that said that
You
it is
don't
it
know.
is
That's why you won't
expression
answer.
of
You
freedom
have
of
no
speech to
idea
burn your own American flag.
because
Wow,
you
all of
don't
this is
understand
amazing. And I'm just
politics.
on 4 parts
That's
of
why
the
you
United
can't
States
answer it.
Constitution. Now we can go ahead and skip to the
We
16th
figured you
Amendment, which
out.
I
We figured you
guarantee
out, little girl.
you've
You
never
can't
heard
answer
of.
because you
The
don't have your
16th
own
Amendment,
thoughts.
okay? So the
What would you
16th
do to
Amendment
change
of the
that?
United States Constitution also declares that the only people that can issue taxes and
Are you
create
just reading
revenue for
stuff
the
that you
United States
memorized?
government is,
just
guess
reading,
what? I think this might
reading
blow
off
your
stuff you
mind.
memorize? Well,
Congress,
we're just talking
aka
about
the
stuff you
legislative
memorize.
branch of government. So
Or
when
you're
it
reading
comes to Donald Trump,
off
and
the
this is the
screen of
case
your
that's actively
computer.
being heard
Everybody can
by
read this
SCOTUS
stuff.
right now, right?
You
And I
have
know
no
that
original thoughts
you
of your
probably
own.
didn't even hear the oral arguments that was given
What would you do to
by
change
the
it?
federal government and then by the plaintiff in
What
these
would
cases.
you
I
put
know
in
you didn't
place
listen to any of
differently
that.
to change
I
that?
actually took time out of my day to listen to those, so you wouldn't understand
Listen
that
to them.
the what is the name of
What,
them?
it
Oh,
proves
the
nothing that you've
not it's not the
listened to them.
attorney
Did you
general, the
learn
solicitor.
anything? Have you
Absolutely
learned
just
anything
fucking
from it?
bombed on his explanation. It was just
Have you
really
learned
funny.
anything from it?
Okay, but because
Tell
the
me what you've
16th
learned.
Amendment clearly clearly spells out that Congress is the only one that's able to generate revenue for the United States of America. They're the only ones that are allowed to levy taxes on the United States citizenry, the United States population, right? This is a direct, clear violation by him doing unilateral tariffs across the entire world of the 16th Amendment of the United States Constitution, also going back to violating Article 1 and Article 2 of the United States Constitution by overstepping his bounds. Just the pure fact that he also appealed it up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has no, and they've already said this themselves, they have no way to determine foreign policy, right? So that's why it should have stayed in the international court system that we actually have within the United States of America that helps develop these trades and everything and looks at the legality of them. Shouldn't have even gone up there, right? That's also kind of a violation of Article 3 of the United States Constitution. But that's just to name a few. Were you able to keep up with any of that, or were you too busy just crashing out?
Other than
Wow.
tariffs? What would you change other than tariffs?
You didn't listen to anything, did you?
Place?
Got it. You
What
didn't
would you
listen
put
to
into
anything.
place?
Got it.
Other than tariffs, what would you do?
You didn't listen to
What
a
would you
single thing
speak
that I
up?
said.
Now's
Got it.
your chance.
Oh no,
What did
sorry.
you learn from the tariffs
I don't
going
know
on
what
right now that you would do
I don't know
differently?
what you
You
thought
don't
this
know,
was, but
exactly.
this isn't.
You do
Now's
not
your
know because
chance to
you
speak
have
up.
no thoughts
I've
of your own.
literally been
You just
speaking
read
this
what
whole
you read
time,
off the
and I'm
internet,
also
and then
not
you repeat
listening
and
to you at
blab
all, right?
you open
So
your
when
big
it
mouth to
comes
blab, but
to
you
being
have no
president of
thoughts
the
of how
United
to
States,
change
what is
things.
my alternative to tariffs? I don't know. Actually calling
I
up
let you
countries,
talk, and now you're
actually
talking
calling up
over
the
me, you
leaders of other
idiot.
countries and
You
sitting
have
down
no
and having trade
communication skills.
negotiations with them instead of thinking that I can
You
just
have no.
strong
You're
arm
just
my way
talking.
while actively
You're just
violating
talking things that
articles and
you've
amendments of the
read.
United States Constitution
You,
to get what I
I
want.
let you talk.
Also,
You
he
just
absolutely
go and go and go.
flopped
You're like,
back in April when he made the
did your
promise to
parents
the
ever let you
American
talk
people,
in the
we're going to
household?
get, sorry, let me do this right. We're going to
No, you're
get
not doing
90
it right.
deals in 90 days with all these countries, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely failed,
parents
right?
did not let you
The
talk
other
in the
thing that I would
household.
actually do to start
You
like a
will have
trade
your
plan
chance to
is
talk
start
after
with
I
a
talk,
piece of
but you
paper.
keep interrupting me.
Start with a piece of
And you
paper.
can't answer.
Start
You're
with a
avoiding
clearly
questions
laid out trade
because you have
negotiation,
you
right?
have the
Take notes.
inability to do
You want
so.
this. Japan wants
You have
this. The United States
you
wants
don't
this.
have
Can
the
we agree on
intellectual
this? Where
ability to
can we meet in the
grasp of
middle,
what's going
right?
on in this
So
country.
start with a piece of
You just
paper,
want to
start by
criticize,
taking notes.
criticize, and
And then what
but
I
you
would do
don't
is
want to
take these
form
notes, put
opinions
them
of how to
together
change
into
it.
a clearly laid
That's
out, legally
pathetic.
reviewed,
You've
plan,
gone through the
right?
biggest part of your
And
life,
then I
and
would
at
get
this
it
point in your
signed
life,
by all representatives of the
it's so
of like both
sad.
the United
You're
States
so it's
and
so
of the
sad.
foreign
It really
country.
is.
That's how I actually would
You're
negotiate a
you're in
trade deal. See, the thing is, the majority of these
you're in
trade
such a
deals that
deep
Donald Trump
depression.
touts and tells everybody that he's gotten them so far,
Most
right? That
people in a
he's gotten,
conversation, they allow other people to
he
talk.
hasn't gotten
I
anything
didn't say a
signed. He didn't
word
even
whenever
start
you were
with a piece
talking
of
before.
paper.
As soon as
I
I
know
start
that
talking, you're
people
talking over
didn't
me. You sound like
understand
an
that, right?
imbecile.
Like people failed to see that
Because you're
part that
just
he didn't even
rambling.
get a piece of
You're
paper,
just
nor did he get anything signed.
see how you're
It's
still
really quite
talking?
funny that you guys still support somebody that can't
Do
even
you
start
have a
with a
chemical
simple piece of
imbalance?
paper and get that piece of paper signed.
Do you have a
I
what
hope
is
you
your
realize now
IQ?
that I've clearly and
What is
very
your IQ?
eloquently
What
answered
is your
all of your
elegantly? You're
questions.
immature as
So
fuck. You're
I
immature.
I literally answered your question.
Oh my God, you girl, listen to
I'm
me.
a woman.
I don't care.
Girls
But
are under
listen,
the age
girl.
of 18.
Listen, girl. It's in general. It's
Hey,
a general.
does it
It's an in
hurt your
general one.
feelings when a woman talks to you? Is that your problem right now?
No,
Does it
you just
actually
keep
hurt your
talking.
feelings when a woman that is more educated than you
More
talks?
oh, that's a
Yeah.
farce because you don't know my background in
Sir, I don't
education.
need to know your background. The fact that you've been crashing out
Exactly.
and speaking
Because
over me
you think you're right
90%
about
of this
everything because you're a
conversation,
narcissist.
it actually proves your level of education.
You're the one
I've
wanting to be
actually
put
not
on blast.
insulted
I'm
you at
putting you on
any point in
blast, little
time.
girl.
I didn't
I'm
insult you at
putting you
any
on
point in time
blast.
except to
Put
tell
on your
you
big
that your
girl
your
pants
fragile masculinity
and
is
listen.
showing. Hey, Pookie
You
Pie,
have the
I wear
inability to
boss bitch
listen, to
pantses every
comprehend.
damn day. I know you
Listening,
don't.
you're hearing me, but you're not listening to
I
me.
also want to let you know that
Did your
dresses
father
were
ever tell you that?
originally worn by
You're
men.
hearing me, but
And I
you're not
think that
listening.
that's what you are. Like, I don't, what is your obsession with other men? What is
I'm
your
just asking
obsession
you,
with
why
knowing about
wouldn't
my
you?
parents? Listen,
Why
if you
wouldn't you
want to
tell
get
me
to
what
know my
you would put in
parents,
the
what I would
place?
suggest that you do
If you
is
think
that you
everything
go
is easy in the
find
White
some
House,
kind of, I don't know, get
you
on
will never
Grinder.
make
You
it
might be
even
able
to
to
the
find
steps of
someone
the
on
White
Grinder.
House.
It's not going to be my
This is
parents.
how
I
far
can tell
back
you
you
that.
are in your education.
You might be able to find, actually, you wouldn't find them anywhere, but you seem very interested in my parents, which is extremely odd. If you want to know
Because I
about
think they
what
did a
they do, their
disservice to you,
parenting
a
skills, because
very
I
big
assume the
disservice,
only
and you
reason why
don't
you would want to
realize
know
it.
someone's
And there's
parenting
probably been
skills
people
is
pointed out to
because
you
you want to
before,
have a kid with
but you've
them.
never
I don't know if
comprehended
you realize
that
this,
they
but my
did a
mother's
disservice
already
to you.
past menopause. She's no longer able to bear
They've
children.
done a disservice to
I
you.
assume that you don't have a uterus, so my father
Your
would
parents
not
have
be
been a
able to
disservice to
assist
you.
you in creating children with you.
Your
He
parents
might
have
be
been a
willing
disservice
to
to you.
offer you a donation if you
You're
have
not
the
going to
money to
comprehend.
pay
No
for a
matter how many
surrogate.
times I repeat
But
it,
I don't think he's going to engage with you in
you're
order
so
to help
close-minded.
parents a
You
child
are
that
so
you want to
close-minded.
have made. But you seem
Are you
very
just wanting to
obsessed with my
ramble?
parents, which I think is
Because they
very
are
odd.
disservice to
If
you.
you have a kink where you like
They didn't
older
raise you
individuals,
correctly.
I suggest that you go find a
You're going to come
website
to
to
a
help you
realization in your
match
life
that.
eventually, maybe
But
when
see,
you're
that has
50 or
nothing to do
60,
with the political
that your
conversation.
parents were
It's
a disservice to
quite
you.
odd that you even make
Don't you
these
see how bad you're
these
making yourself
comments.
look by just
Like,
rambling and
I don't,
talking?
I sincerely don't understand all of
You think
your,
you're pressing out
like,
facts
if
that you've
you
read and
want, like,
memorized online
my parents are unavailable to you.
because
I
you're a
think, you know
they've
what?
been a
I got
disservice
it.
to
Okay,
you
I got
your
this.
entire life,
You
and it
seem
probably even
to
in
be
the
very
future.
obsessed with my parents. I would
I'm
assume
just
it's
saying
because
my
your
opinion.
parents didn't show you
Can you
love,
not
or
handle? Can you
perhaps
not handle
maybe
an
they
opinion?
did
You're
over
so offended by other
stimulate
people's
you in
points of
some way
opinion.
with disciplining you, since you were very caught up on
Do you have any
disciplining,
friends?
well, sorry,
Because you probably chased them all
discipline, which
away.
is also very
I'm not saying
weird.
you have, but I'd
I
say you
do know
have.
that we have studies that have been put out there, the psychological effects on children that were
Show them.
physically
Show the
disciplined
studies.
by their
Bring up the
parents.
points of the
We
studies.
do know that does
You're
cause
just rambling.
long-standing
You're
negative side
rambling off
effects
stuff that you've
on those
memorized and wanted to
children
tell
that
people. That's
face
all you're
physical
doing.
discipline from their parents. And I really encourage you, sir.
You have a
November is
chemical
Men's
imbalance.
Mental Health Awareness.
You have
I
a chemical
truly
imbalance.
encourage you
Girl,
to
they're going to
go
Baker Act
and
you
seek
eventually. Watch and
therapy,
see.
because
You're going
it
to snap.
seriously
There's
does
something
sound
not
like
right about
you
the
need
way you're
some therapy
communicating.
to
You
get
have
past
no
the
ability to
abuse that your
communicate.
parents did to you. It
Is it
doesn't
because
sound
you
like you're
feel
quite
inferior to
over that
whenever a
yet.
man brings up a
And
point that stumbles you and you
unfortunately,
can't
I
answer it?
doubt that you could afford my therapy costs. You've already taken up
Oh, you're a
23 minutes
quack.
of my time. We're
You're
going to
not
go ahead
even a
and round
ther.
that up to
What
25.
school
Okay.
what school would
Which
give you
means that's
a
five.
degree in
So it's
therapy?
$10 for every 5 minutes.
None.
Okay. You
Zero.
currently owe me
If
$50.
anything,
I
if you ever
expect
were
you
in
to hit up
college,
the
they'd
pay
probably
links.
kick
They
you
are
out,
on the screen.
or you'd
Good
probably
luck.
drop.
I'm sorry that took so long, guys. I
Awesome.
was quite enjoying myself there, especially that last little bit. He got so mad. That was quite
You're
interesting to witness.
awesome.
Sorry guys, so much for that. Thank you, LJ, for all of the jewels. I appreciate that. Peace and love. Thank you for the jewels. Focus. Thank you for the jewels. Just watching. Can we get huge, 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 huge W's in the chat for just watching, for sending out a total of 10 gifted memberships? Chris, Thank you for the galaxy. I don't know who you're calling a horrible human being. I'm going to assume it was to the caller, and I agree. Tommy, thank you so much for the 10. That I also agree that that was hilarious. Okay. Boo, Trump, boo. Thank you, Krusty, for the 7.99 in Australian. You can't have a real debate if your life depended on it, and it really shows. The reason why you're talking over him is because you're scared. So it's YOU apostrophe RE. And two of those points where you've used the incorrect part of your. And I hope you realize that the gentleman called in with zero intentions to have even a legitimate conversation or even the hint of a legitimate conversation. I actually made all of my political points to which he was not able to respond to without going to personal insults, but I do appreciate the 4.99. Tommy said, sounds like he's crying, losing his mind. He definitely was crying. Chris, it's also still really weird that you infantilize a grown adult. I encourage you to also probably go to therapy for the fact that you are continuing to infantilize somebody. Girl is what you would call someone that is under the age of 18 that identifies as a girl. I hope that helps. Thank you, Edwin, for the jewels. Thank you, Tommy, so much. Huge W's to Tommy for the $20. Best satirical mindfuck I've heard in a long time. Brava, Ari. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Adir, for the 20. I appreciate that so much as well. Joe Biden says peak ASMR. Look, we got a celebrity. Sorry, it's so funny. Happy 250th birthday, United States Marine Corps. W agreed, Walosi. That's good. Thank you, John, for the jewels. Yes, my spelling is bad. Doesn't faze me. That's fine. I just wanted to point that out. Taro, if you think I'm annoying, imagine how I feel. I have to live with me. Oh, you know what? That's a good point, too. I don't think about it that way. Okay. That is a true statement as well. But we're going to go ahead and open up these phone lines, hopefully with somebody that actually intends to have a decent conversation. TikTok users, if you are new here, be sure to be double tapping that screen and hitting that follow button. Let's go ahead and get up to 75,000 likes in the next 5 minutes. I think you guys can get there.
Wrong.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I think you're wrong.
Huh?
I think you're wrong.
Was that English?
I think you're wrong.
Oh, okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I am 19.
19. Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Anyway, yes.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
21.
Uh-huh. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I am not.
Okay, well, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Push
What?
the mute button.
I'm not doing that.
Hi, how old are you?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
19.
Uh-huh. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Heck yeah,
Date of birth, go.
2006.
That's not a date of birth. Thank you, Belchi, for also becoming a 2-month subscriber. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 43.
43. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No.
Well, W
Never have.
you. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
48.
Mm-hmm. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Proudly.
Yeah. What year did you graduate high school?
Never graduated.
Sounds like it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey,
Hi, how old are you? I know, Belchi, I'm trying to work on that actually. I didn't even know I could upload those, and then I found them. And I was like, oh, I need to do this. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Okay. Baseline. Be over the age of 18. Don't be a child. Still be supporting Donald Trump. And let's try to have a conversation. Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you?
33.
33. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, because of the legals.
Okay. And so, like, I guess what specific policy is it that you endorse that Donald Trump has passed in the last 9 months or
That I
executed?
endorse. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be him getting rid of illegals.
Just
Specific policy.
and just out of curiosity, how does immigration affect you personally?
Well, the job market, for one.
Oh, Donald Trump claims that prior to, right, that just to be clear, prior to September of 2025, him and his administration was telling the entire world that they've deported 1.6 million illegal immigrants, right? You remember this? Kristi Noem came out, I want to say, end of July, very beginning of August, saying that they've deported 1.6 million. Does that sound accurate?
I actually don't know the numbers, to be honest.
Well, Kristi Noem and Donald Trump was telling the American people back at the end of July, beginning of August, that they've deported 1.6 million people. Okay? Illegal immigrants,
so where are you
just to be
going?
clear. Are you
Right.
aware of what the Bureau of Labor Statistics data was as far as the unemployment rate in August of 2025 was when it was released in September, on September 8, 2025?
What is it, 7.5
No, the
million?
unemployment rate? Percentage.
7.5 million?
Percentage.
What is the percentage?
What is percentage?
No, I said, what is the percentage?
4.3%. Are you aware of what the percentage was in June of 2025?
What was it?
4.2%. So, and are you also aware that in June and July of 2025, during that time, it was reported that we had more jobs available than we had people to work them? But when everything updated in August of 2025, actually the reverse was found to be true, is that we had fewer jobs available than available workers, which means the statistics had reversed. So if you are complaining about the job market, I don't know if you realize this, or maybe I'm the first one that's going to be breaking the news to you. Despite Donald Trump deporting all of these illegal immigrants that he is so claiming to have deported, that you believe would help the job market, we're showing the reverse to be true. That it is hurting the job market and less jobs are available.
Okay, so what about the crime that they commit?
Statistically, on average, and this is statistics that you can find almost everywhere, the Department of Justice, the criminal statistics, and all of these things.
I know what you're going to say.
Statistically,
you're gonna include the legal immigrants, the people that came here legally.
They commit less crimes on average. Do you want to know why they commit less?
About legal.
No, this is illegal immigrants, sir. This is illegal immigrants are less likely to commit a crime than you or I. They are less likely to commit a crime than you or I.
No, that you're including legal immigrants. In
No,
that
this is
statistic.
illegal immigrants. Undocumented immigrants are less likely to
So
commit a
if they're
crime
illegal,
than you or I.
if they're illegal, then why are they here?
Sorry, what part of that was a sentence?
If they are illegal, then why are they here?
If they are illegal, why are they
still
here? I assume that they walked across the southern border or came in on a
So
boat. So
why
that's
shouldn't
how they got
shouldn't we
here.
get rid of
Why
them?
are they here? I don't know. I haven't talked to the 11.6 known, like last officially reported known numbers of undocumented immigrants within the United States of America.
Well, my
So
guess would be that they're here because they want to take advantage of the
they want to
American
take
taxpayer.
advantage of the American taxpayer. Oh, so just your assumption?
Well, that would be my my observation.
Your observation? And I'm sure people are really telling you their documented status, right?
Are they telling you? I mean, I'm not.
No,
I'm
that's what I
just,
just said.
I'm
Did
just
you not hear
looking
me?
in from the
Did you not
outside.
hear me? I literally said that I haven't talked to any one of the 11.6 million known undocumented immigrants within the United States of America. The last reported data that is known data reported by the Department of Homeland Security, at least not knowingly, because I don't make it a habit of being like, hey, are you supposed to be here in the United States? Are you allowed here? Do you have documented papers? Does the government know you're here? Because I think those are weird questions. I don't know about anybody else, but if I'm interacting with another person in the United States, I would just start with a hello, how are you? Ask the question that needs to be asked, and then move about my business if I don't need to continue
Right,
the
because it's not our job.
conversation.
People,
Awesome.
people
So how
are
would you
put in
know
places.
again that
They have
how
people
would
have
you
that
know
job.
again if they're like how do you know
People
that
who
you've
have that
interacted
job
with all of
are
these illegal
designated
immigrants?
to
I'm
do that
sorry.
job. Like
I'm sorry.
ICE
How do you know
immigrants.
again if you've interacted with all of these illegal immigrants?
How do I know if I've interacted with
Yeah,
an illegal
you've said that
immigrant?
you've talked to them, like the people that you know. So how do you know?
I never said I talked to them.
Oh, got you. Yeah, because I don't think that anybody, especially
I said I
at this
made the
point, with just the
I'm making the
simple things that
observation.
you're saying. Oh, you're making an observation, so you're racially profiling?
Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter about the race. If you're here illegally, you
Gross. Anyways, SXN, thank you for the jewels. And Feisty, brown eggs are whole wheat, guys. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. S. Gomez, thank you for the 20. I hope you are having a great day. W. Gomez in all of the comments and all the chats for the 20. I appreciate that so much. And let's go ahead and do this. Open this up to somebody that actually maybe knows something. Thanks, Nana. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
32.
32?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yep.
Yep. What year did you graduate high school?
High school, I dropped out.
Okay. Maybe you should stop acting like you're 32 because you're not. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
19.
You've called in before and I've hung up on you before, right?
I just...
Okay. Stop calling if I hung up on you. You don't sound 19, nor are you able to answer the question. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
You're a kid. Oh, you hung up yourself when I said that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm not paying.
Okay, have a good one. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Shut up.
You first? Oh, wait. You did that to yourself. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello?
I'm jerking off.
That's weird. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
I am 18.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
When were you born? What's your date of birth?
August 13th, 2007.
Okay. Can you turn off the stream in the background?
Oh, sorry. All right, I just want to ask, why do you think Donald Trump is a terrible person?
Oh, it's not that I think, well, I mean, there's many reasons why I think he's a terrible person, but specifically relevant to this conversation is why do I think that he's a bad president?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't believe in supporting a president that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution, thereby breaking his oath that he made, his oath of office. So that's the very, 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 very bottom. And I think that's like the bare minimum.
Oh, okay, I get that. So,
Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I was just calling. I was just.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 39.
39. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I never supported Donald Trump. I just want to give you my opinion.
You're not the demographic that I'm looking for. I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, I just want to say that you're gay.
Gay. Thank you for calling the stream. I'm not doing heavy breathing in my ear. Okay, guys. Rules before you call in. Be over the age of 18 because of TikTok terms of service. Be still supporting Trump. I'm not speaking to non-Trump supporters. Have a conversation. Bare minimum. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Well. If it isn't the Little Mermaid, do you know who I am?
A joke?
The N-word guy, nigger.
That's fucking weird. Actually, you guys know what? Hold on a second. Okay. Guys, the fact that somebody is so obsessed with another person on the internet that they just continue to harass them. They've even self-named themselves like, you are weird. Like, I do this 6 days a week for 2 hours out of my day, and you have weird ass behavior. Get a fucking life. Get a girlfriend. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'd say yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actively support the campaigns or, I'm pretty, I wouldn't say anti-government, but I don't think they should hold too much power.
Okay.
But I was calling in because I guess the main reason I voted for him in 2024
I don't really care about why anybody voted for Donald Trump anymore. I don't know if people realize this, but the election happened over a year ago. There's a reason why my first question that I ask is, are you still supporting? Well, not the first question. It's like the third question I ask. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? So let's try this. In his 9 months in office, what has Donald Trump done to earn your continued support?
I would say the peace summits that have happened. Like when he first went into office, now he may have not been a part with the negotiations between North and South Korea, but they did end the ceasefire and end the war there. So that did happen under his presidency. And multiple other wars have ended. So I think he advocates for peace.
Okay, I just want to Google this. Ceasefire North and South Korea.
Yep. And then officially, because they're at war for a while, and then they stopped under his presidency. That's what I heard.
No. They haven't signed anything since 1953.
Sorry, what?
They haven't signed anything since 1953.
So the South, they're still at war then? Is that what you're saying?
That's when they ended the war, was in 1953. It was an armistice where they created the Korean Demilitarized Zone, the DMZ.
I'm seeing it started conflict from 1945. Is that the one you're looking at?
Just trying to see. North and South Korea did not sign any agreement in 2025.
No, I don't. I think this possibly is earlier. His first term in office, like when he went and visited.
Okay. No, still hasn't happened. They haven't signed anything in 2025.
Okay. I'm going to look back into this and hopefully I'll call you back. Love watching your channel. Love keeping the conversation going. Thanks for doing what you do.
Oh, okay. You have a good Monday.
You too. Bye.
Guys, if you are new here on all of the things, on all of the channels, if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. If you're new over on the tubes, hit that subscribe button up at the top. If you're new over on Twitchy, hit that follow button as well. After you hit all of these buttons, hit that bell notifications, so the bell icon, so you know exactly when I go live. If you want to call on the stream, I'm about to reopen the phone lines. Make sure you are over the age of 18 and that you still support Donald Trump and that you want to have a conversation. Like, I don't really know what else to say on that one. Oh, somebody, like, guys, if you think that BITCH is an insult, it's not. But thank you for the $1.99. I don't know who that was, but he was at least nice. I'm not sure where that came from. Okay, let's go ahead and reopen these phone lines. And if you're over on TikTok, guys, let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000. We should be able to get there for sure in the next 3 minutes. You're almost there already. Let's open up these phone lines. And we just need 4 more roses to complete the little gift goal. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, conditionally.
Not sure about conditionally. That's interesting.
Well, I'm conflicted. So I'm somebody who has a history that came from kind of the left, and I'm very disappointed in the Democratic Party. And I do agree with Trump on a couple different platforms, and I know you'll want to get into the weeds about policy, and I do think that some of the policies misguided, namely tariffs. I think that American manufacturing is very important. I do think that blanket tariffs are probably not the way to go about that, but I do think that it's encouraging that he is trying to bring jobs, manufacturing jobs, namely, back to America. And I'm also on immigration. You know, this is anecdotal, but I used to live in California.
Thank you. No anecdotes.
Okay. Well, what I will say is I do believe in cultural assimilation.
Ooh, no.
And I do think well.
No, we've always been a melting pot, sir. Melting pot doesn't mean assimilation. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Bye, bye, well.
That's weird. Gosh, guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
46.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Getting rid of the illegals.
And do you have anything else?
Yeah, I have plenty. He ended 7 wars.
Can you name all 7 wars that he ended?
No, but I don't think you can either.
I actually can. Would you like me to start?
Yeah, would you please?
Sure. Iran, Israel, Egypt, Ethiopia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Rwanda, Armenia and Azerbaijan, Cambodia and Thailand, India and Pakistan, Serbia and Kosovo. Those are the 7 that he claims that he ended in 7 months. So can you tell me what exactly, we'll start from the bottom since that's the freshest one that I said. What was going on in Serbia and Kosovo this year, 2025, between January and July of 2025?
I'm not here to sit here and debate you.
Then I don't know. This is a conversation, and I'm just trying to ask you what exactly. Again, let's try this. Okay. What exactly? You said Donald Trump ended 7 wars in he's ended 7 wars. Okay. Serbia and Kosovo. What was happening that Donald Trump ended?
I honestly don't know.
Awesome. Nothing. Donald Trump hasn't done anything with Serbia and Kosovo since 2020. That was the last time that they had disputes, right? At least anything that had skirmishes going on where somebody died, right? Nothing has been happening in the last 5 years where people were killed. Okay? So that didn't happen. So what was happening in Egypt and Ethiopia?
Like I said, I honestly don't know all this.
Then maybe you shouldn't make a claim that you like him because he ended 7 wars without knowing that all of these are, well, the majority of these are lies.
You really honestly believe that?
Yes, because I've actually done my research. So I'll help you out. Egypt and Ethiopia, okay? That is actually a diplomatic trade dispute because Ethiopia built a dam on the Nile River, which from everybody's perspective has always been Egypt's, right? And because of that, it's disrupting their trade and they have issues. It's disrupting the water flow to a lot of their impoverished areas. And so they've been trying to negotiate diplomatically on what to do about it. But these negotiations are still ongoing and they are still having issues to this day about the dam that Ethiopia built on the Nile. Donald Trump claims to have ended this war. There was no war ongoing at the time in any way, shape, or form. He didn't avert a war either because they never made any threats or of military escalation between the two countries, never made any threats or even made any promises that they were going to escalate it further. Right? And so Donald Trump is just saying he ended something that is still actively ongoing. They're still having active diplomatic trade disputes. The only thing that he did with them is like, hey, when you end your little tiff, can we get cut? Can the United States get cut into a trade deal with you? And that's the only thing he did. He didn't end anything. He just says the United States of America gets a part of it whenever you guys are done with your dispute. All right?
So, can I ask you a question?
You can try.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the illegals in America?
They don't personally affect my life, and I think it's weird to be so hung up on individuals that don't personally affect me. And I agree with the policy of getting out the individuals. Sorry, let me finish. Okay. I believe in the policy that's always been in place of deporting individuals who are non-citizens that have committed violent crimes after they've served their time.
Okay. Well, that's fair, but there's more to it than just that. So, I mean, I know that you say it doesn't affect you personally, but there are people that are affected. Like
I'm aware there are. Yeah. Same with the individuals that are actively being deported that were going through the legal process, going through the legal steps that ICE picked up and deported on their way to or leaving immigration court without their court case being settled or their immigration status being finalized or even thrown out by an immigration court. So, yeah, it personally affects them when we have a bad process.
They don't have a that they're here illegally.
I'm sorry, do you think a visa is the only form of immigration that we have?
No,
Okay.
but no,
There's
I don't.
8
No, I
different
don't. But no,
ways that
illegal
somebody
asylum
can
is
be a
legal
documented
asylum is
immigrant.
not for.
Sorry, sir. There are 8 different ways that somebody can be a documented immigrant in this country. Well, you just said if they don't have a visa, they're here illegally. And a visa is only one way, right? And I'm just talking about generally, and I'm just talking about ways you can claim these things. There's many, 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 many different kinds of
I realize
visas.
that.
Okay, I'm talking about also there are 7 additional other ways that you can be a documented migrant within the United States of America, and it's not a visa.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking
Then
about
perhaps you shouldn't just start with saying that if you don't have a visa, then you're not here legally, because that was already an untrue claim.
I'm talking about the illegal that got in during Biden's presidency.
Oh, and how many came in?
Well, they haven't really figured out the estimate. The estimate is between 11.6 and 15 million.
And where did you get this number from?
I've just read it, just barely.
You just read it? Do you remember where you read it at?
Yes, it was on a article. I think it was Fox, actually.
Fox. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what the difference is between, sorry, sir, I have to qualify this. Do you know what the difference is between a primary, secondary, and tertiary source?
A what?
Do you know what the difference is between a primary, secondary, and tertiary source?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. So in this case, Fox News would be a tertiary source. They are not the ones who release the information. So they're the ones that are pulling it from somewhere else, right? Secondary would be somebody that's reporting on the primary source's data and reporting it mostly accurately. The reason why Fox is a tertiary source is because they are mispurporting the numbers. So if you actually look at that 11.6 million, I'm so glad you actually said that number. So that is actually a report that was released by the Department of Homeland Security, April of 2024, where it was estimating the total number of illegal, undocumented immigrants within the United States of America over the last 40 years, up to January of 2022. And so over the last 40 years, with all of the census data, the most recent census data, DHS was able to get to an estimated number of 11.6 million undocumented immigrants within the United States of America. That's over a 40-year period. All right. And what the data shows from the Census Bureau is that 79% of that 11.6 million entered into the country before 2010. So the vast majority of that 11.6 had already been in the country 30 years prior. Okay? So that's where we know they got the 11.6. But in no way, shape, or form, this is why, again, they're a tertiary source, is because they're not saying where they got the number from, and they're also reporting it incorrectly, willfully incorrectly, okay? So that's how we know what that 11.6 is. 15 million is just a number that they just say, okay?
That's fine, that's great, that's fine. I don't really care. But my problem is I can't go to Walmart. I grew up in a small town. Okay, I can't go to Walmart, and
Here comes the racism.
Almost the only person in there speaking English. Right? And
is English the only language that's spoken in America?
Well, America was founded on English.
No, it wasn't.
So, yeah, it was. Who do you think we beat in the war?
Sorry, it really wasn't. Do you think? Let's try this again. Do you think? And I love how he's like missing a whole point here. Do you think that English is the only language spoken in America?
No, obviously not. Now it's got Spanish.
What are the 2 continents that make up the Americas?
What do you mean the 2 continents make up the Americas? South America and Canada. I mean, the country.
What are the 2 continents that make up the Americas?
Yeah, South America and North America.
There we go. Because you just said Canada and the United States, which is really
yeah,
funny.
but I thought you meant countries. I thought you meant 2 countries bordering.
Yeah, so when I say the Americas, it's all encompassing. Or when I say America, because it's the United States of America. And even then, the United States of America, they didn't come over here just speaking English. Settlers weren't just from Great Britain. They were also from France. We had some people from Spain. We had people from all over, right? We had people from all over, which means they spoke more than English. English wasn't even the first language ever spoken in the United States of America, and it's still not even like, it's just like one of the main languages. Again, it's not America, say the United States. Okay. It may be the language that's spoken by the majority, but in no way, shape, or form is it the only language in the United States of America, nor is it the primary language it is spoken by the majority. But the fact that you're just deciding that somebody must be an undocumented immigrant simply because they are speaking a language other than English is very fucking weird. And I guarantee that nobody tells you. Do you go up to every person? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Wow.
My cousin just married one.
Wow.
My cousin just married one.
Wow.
So I don't know him. I know about 30 of them.
So I'm sorry, when somebody speaks, when somebody speaks another language, you just walk up to them and ask them for their papers?
No, my cousin is married to them, and I know a bunch of them.
Your cousin is married to them, so your cousin
married one that just barely got legal. Yes.
That's here illegally?
It's just barely got legal.
That just barely got legal.
Yes.
Okay.
Just barely got legal. Yeah.
Just barely got legal. So you're saying that, yeah, and what status are they here under?
No, he's a citizen now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think that somebody's only here legally if they become a citizen of the United States of America? Because those are two different things.
No, I didn't say that. Did I say that? No, I did not.
I'm so sorry. You just said he just became a citizen just over a year ago. After you said he just barely got legal, which is, by the way, not a grammatically correct sentence. Okay, so if he became a United States citizen, which is, again, not a requirement for someone to become a legal immigrant, and again, you've proven your point. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's cover this real quick. You said that they just barely got legal. They just barely got legal, and then you said he just because he just married your cousin. And then you said he just became a United States citizen like a year ago, which means, again, those are two entirely different things. Okay? You can be a legal you can be a legal non-citizen. You can be a legal immigrant in the United States of America and not become... No, sir. If he just became a citizen of the United States of America, that means he was a legal resident, a legal immigrant prior to becoming a United States citizen. Because illegal immigrants,
he came here illegally. He came here illegally.
And he told you his whole story about how he crossed the Rio Grande.
Yeah, no, he didn't cross the Rio Grande.
I'm sure he didn't, sir.
He didn't cross the Rio Grande, but he'd been back and forth between here and Mexico a few times.
Is it illegal for somebody if they are a legal legal immigrant to go back to their own country to visit and then come back to the United States of America?
Well, he got coyoted over. He didn't go.
He got coyoted over? I'm sure he really told you all of this.
Yes, he did. I know him, personally. Yeah,
let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. What status did he have? What legal immigration status?
He was on a work visa for 2 years before he became a citizen.
Before he became a citizen.
Yes. 2 years before that. But
okay.
9 years prior to that, he was illegal as they come.
I'm sure
And so
he
was his
wasn't.
brother.
See, this is
Yes,
why
he
I don't.
was.
See, this is
Yes,
actually,
he
you know what?
was.
Oh, you know what? Great news. Actually, so this is why I don't like anecdotal stories, right? Great news. I actually know your cousin too. I think her name is Maria. And she
No,
married
her
a
name's
very nice
Chelsea.
boy named
Her
Ramon.
name's
And
Chelsea.
Ramon
No,
told me a different story than what he
no
told you.
bullshit. Her name
And
is
Ramon actually
Chelsea.
came over here
And
originally 11 years
okay,
ago on an
yeah, you know my
asylum
cousin.
claim from El Salvador. So I'm not
No,
sure what story you heard from Ramon,
no,
but sir, your story
you're
is not
wrong.
true. Do you see how
Bullshit. Her name
anecdotal
is
stories
Chelsea.
don't work out?
Her name is
Because all I can
Chelsea.
say is like, I know Ramon and Maria as well, and
Oh
they've
yeah,
told me
Ramon
a
and Maria.
completely
Oh
different
yeah,
story
Ramon and
than what
Maria.
you've said. So I'm so
No, it's
sorry
not
you
Ramon
get
and Maria.
offended by
Why
people
don't you just let
speaking
me talk?
another
Why
language.
don't you just let me
So
talk? Why
sad,
don't you just
so
let me talk
sad.
for a
No, I
minute?
don't care about your anecdotal
Is
stories,
it
sir.
Chelsea?
Do you see how, like, telling an anecdote doesn't work? I also happen to know your cousin. She said you're a little... Okay, I shouldn't... I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that today. Thank you for the mystery gift, VR. That was cool. Thank you, Dan, for the jewels. And thank you, Silence, for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, right? Like, how about this for a phrase? When I go to Walmart, they don't speak English. Okay, and... Guys, if you're over on TikTok and you're new here, be sure to hit that, double tap that screen and also hit that follow button up at the top. We should have already hit 125,000 likes, so let's get there in the next minute if we can. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're how old?
I'm 20 years old.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I mean, he hates niggers. I love niggers so much. I hate them.
God fucking damn. Y'all are disgusting human beings. I don't. It does, right? I actually, as a white person, I like walking past other white people and speaking another language. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, my name Nigger.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
You need to shut up.
You first, actually.
Wait, Saron or Talaria?
No one understood that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
I'm 30. How old are you?
34. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I do support Donald Trump.
And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Truthfully so, continued support. I wouldn't say he's earned it. I think he's flipped a lot since when he was running for president, but I still think he was better than any alternative we have. I just came across your show for the first time.
I really don't care about why anybody voted for Donald Trump or thinking that he was the better of the two options at the time. I don't know if people realize this, but anytime you say that, you're obviously still living in the year 2024, and we've progressed to just being, what is it, 51 days from 52 days from 2026.
Mm-hmm.
It's very odd that people are still living in 2024.
Well, in the United States, elections work in 4-year cycles, so
I
once a
know.
candidate
Isn't
is
it
voted
so
in,
weird
whether
that
you
you're
like
still like living in 2024 and going on about, well, he was the better of two options? It's very weird. It's been a year.
So do you think I should have supported the candidate Kamala Harris instead of Donald Trump?
Again, sir, it was a year ago. I
Okay.
don't care why anybody voted for either candidate a year out from the last presidential election.
In 3 years prior to the next one, what do you think is the best course of action right now?
Right now, you can choose whether or not to actively support the President of the United States who's actively going against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution and willingly, like, withholding integral funding to feed people while actively ignoring judicial orders. So you can just not support him instead of just saying, yeah, I do, because, like, I voted for him. That's just sad.
I don't completely disagree with you, but what does not supporting versus supporting actually look like
Well, shows that you
mid-cycle?
actually kind of have some humanity within you
And what would that look like?
just by saying, I don't support Donald Trump.
And does that change anything practically? You say it out loud and nothing happens?
No, it just proves that you have some humanity. And it also proves that you have a capacity for critical thinking and you're able to see past simple party lines.
Well, I think we kind of just agreed upon the basis that he has changed since he got in office. So we can go past the seeing past simple party lines or
Maybe we should just do
minute
this with
political
you. Maybe we
differences.
should just do this with you. Define support.
Support.
What is the definition of the word support?
I'd say, in a way, cheer on.
No,
At
that
the-
would be
at the very
that.
at
No,
the very
that's not
baseline level.
support.
Okay, you define support for us.
Oh man, let's see.
I don't think "oh man" quite fits the definition of it, but if cheering someone on and hoping that they do the right
Approval.
thing, you can. Okay, approval is different than support. If you have a child that's a drug addict and needs help, you might support them. That doesn't necessarily mean that you approve of their decisions.
They would still be
Would you
giving
agree
them
with
their
that?
approval. No, it's like,
So
sorry,
you think
sir.
support and
If
approval are the
somebody,
same thing?
just be very clear.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's still actively giving money to someone that is a drug addict and you know that they are addicted to substances, then you are in fact supporting their habit by continuing to give them monetary value in order to continue to indulge in said habit. That is
Would
in
you make a
fact
distinction between supporting
supporting
their
it,
habit
and that is at
supporting
that
them?
point encouraging their behavior. So I guess
Would you
would
make a
that be a better
distinction
one for
between
you?
supporting the
When
habit?
you are
Would you
saying
make
that
a
you are still
distinction?
in support of
Would you
Donald
make a
Trump, you
distinction?
are encouraging his behavior. Does that help?
Would
You
you make
are
a distinction
encouraging
between?
Donald Trump's behavior. You are enabling
If
somebody.
you'd let me respond, I'd
You
be
are
happy to.
enabling somebody. So you are encouraging
If you'd let me
his
respond, I'd be happy
behavior
to.
and enabling his behavior. Does that
If you let
help?
me respond, I'd be happy to.
Are you going to acknowledge any of the words that I just said? Perhaps even just repeat what I
100%
said.
of them.
Cool.
100% of
Repeat
them.
what I just said
And
back to me.
verbatim. You want me to repeat
No, it
the
doesn't have to be
monologue you just
verbatim,
went
but
on
if you can
verbatim?
use, sorry, sir. If you can use either of the two main words that I said to you, that would show that you are listening. So if you can just, you don't have to be verbatim. What are the two main words that I used with your piss poor example?
You tried to make you tried to blend supporting someone with enabling someone. Those are the two
Enabling was
main
one
words.
word. What was the other word?
Supporting, which was
That's not what I
to
said.
begin
What
with.
was the other main word that I said?
You said, "Are you supporting Donald Trump?"
Oh,
Blah,
that's
blah,
not what I
blah.
asked.
No,
That's
your
not even what I said at that point. What was the other main word that I said?
main word. We were
Correct.
talking
There
about
were two main words because you didn't like the word approval. So I provided you two other additional words that also go along with support. So what is the other word that I said? It's not approval. It's not approve. Enabling was one of the words that I said. What was the other word?
I think you're kind of missing the entire point here.
No,
You're trying
sir.
to say that
You are
supporting
actually.
someone is-
So let me be very
Okay.
clear, okay? Since you weren't listening,
clear.
I'm going to go ahead and help you out
I
here.
actually was.
So when you actually weren't, and you literally proved it when you couldn't repeat any of the things that I just said back to me, even just a little bit. So when you are saying that you are still supporting Donald Trump, you are encouraging and enabling his shitty behavior. It's not just cheering him on. And even if you are cheering him on, guess what that means? If you want to use the word cheering him on, that means you are still trying to get his continued actions to continue to happen. That's what cheering for someone is. If you're cheering for a sports team, what do you want them to do? You want them to have good defense or good offense, make the goal, make whatever, get the scores, get the points on the board. That's cheering on the behavior, right? You are cheering on their continued actions, if we want to use the word that you are trying to use here. Okay, so when you even want to use just your own definition or the word that you try to use, which would really be, and again, like I admit that I use it the wrong way as well. Those would just be similar words, right? So, but not the actual definition of it. So, by saying that you are cheering on Donald Trump's behavior, that means you are approving his actions and what he is doing because you want him to continue going. Go, Donald Trump, go. Go, Donald Trump, go, is what you're saying. That's a cheer. That's a cheer, right? And so you're admitting that that's what you're doing. You're going, go, Donald Trump, go. Go, Donald Trump, go. Like a little cheerleader. Cool. When you are cheering somebody on, you are also encouraging them, which means you are supporting those actions because you want to see them continue. Keep going, Donald Trump. Keep doing it. Go, DJT. Go, DJT. Go. You are encouraging said behavior when you are continuing to support him. If you want to not support Donald Trump, all you have to say is, I don't support Donald Trump. If you want to engage in activism, then what you can do, right, is you can go out, you can speak out, you can speak up, you can go, right? You can go out to protests that are occurring all across the United States of America. You can support your local communities. You can go to town hall meetings. You can look into the representatives that are in your state and in your city and see what they're doing and what actions they're taking, if they're taking any actions against Donald Trump. You can call your Congress people, your representatives, or your senators that represent you and your state in Congress and tell them to stand up against Donald Trump. If that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to get involved in activism. But in no way are you required in any way, shape, or form to continue to support or cheer on Donald J. Trump as the President of the United States. And if you want to continue to support him, then own your fucking actions in the way that you are encouraging his piss poor behavior. I hope that helps. Water is good, guys. Water is delicious. Everybody get and stay hydrated. Thank you, Mab, for the jewels as well. Thank you, Degan. Degan says, just joined and she is clapping at idiots. Best show ever. I do typically. So I do typically clap at them. I hope all of that helps. In no way, shape, or form are you required to continue to support Donald Trump. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 20.
20. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, he did serve 4 years before, so I guess that
9 months in office. What has he done to earn your continued support?
That's a good question. Well, I don't pay attention to him that much anymore as I used to, but I just know he has done a lot of good things for this country, and
like what?
I
And be
feel
specific. In this term.
In this term?
In this term, because that's what we're talking about. We're no longer in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, or the very beginning of January of 2021. We are in the year 2025. Why do you still support Donald Trump today? What specifically has Donald Trump done to help the United States of America, as you claim?
Well, he does kind of run our country, so that points out that he is trying to help us. Can I ask you why you don't support him fully?
How is okay, so now the claim is he is running this country, so that proves that he wants to help us.
He wants to help us. Yes.
Cool. How is it helping the American citizens to blatantly ignore multiple court orders that are ordering him to spend the contingency funds that were congressionally approved, that are supposedly sitting with the USDA, and not dispersing those funds to all 50 states, to the 42 million United States citizen recipients of SNAP benefits? How is that helping America?
It's not, but I would
Oh,
still
okay.
say that
And how does that prove that he cares about the United States citizens population if he's ignoring 42 million American citizens, about 8% of which of those are disabled veterans?
didn't Biden pull all our troops like when we were fighting a war for our country, and now they're back because of Trump?
Hi, does your neck hurt?
Just because you like
Does
Biden
your neck
doesn't
hurt?
mean you can't make
Does your neck hurt
accusations.
from that pivot?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so when I am talking about Donald J. Trump not paying out SNAP benefits, what does that have any? I'm sorry, I'm not even going to ask that question. To be clear, that has zero to do with Joe Biden. We're talking about, again, let me be very clear. It's November 10th, 2025. How is Donald Trump withholding SNAP benefits from 42 million American citizens trying to help American citizens?
I'm not sure. I'm going to let you answer that one.
It's not.
Answer it.
I literally just did.
Make other people understand it. Explain it to other people in words that people can understand. Not everybody studies this for their life like you.
I'm
You
sorry.
say you're smart, you got to explain it.
How is saying it's not, which is two words. One word is a conjunction. I guess I can break it down. It is not. We've removed the conjunction. Okay? It is not. Those are three words. Are you telling me that the majority of the American people, like the people that are watching me right now, are incapable of understanding three simple words when we remove the conjunction? Okay. If you don't understand it here, well, 42 million American citizens that we know that are on SNAP benefits. They are on SNAP benefits because they are under the income threshold, which qualifies them to earn SNAP benefits, right? And based off of their family size. Okay. And that threshold goes up just a little bit if you have a larger family in order to meet it, right? And then your benefits, again, are determined based off of the size of your family. We know out of the 42 million citizens that receive SNAP benefits, a lot of those are children. We already know that children face the most food insecurity out of all of the United States of America. Okay? So when we're withholding SNAP benefits, which we know grocery prices are rising, right? We know this from Bureau of Labor Statistics data that was released on October 24, 2025, that the cost of groceries are continuing to increase. And SNAP benefits are not changing month by month in order to meet the continuing month over month increase in grocery prices. All right? So by not being able to put out SNAP benefits, we are putting 42 million American citizens at risk of food insecurity. This doesn't mean necessarily that they are starving, because unfortunately starvation, and I do mean this as unfortunately because of the pain that comes with it, okay? Starvation takes a while. It is not quick, but it is painful on the body.
I know.
Okay?
Trust me, I know.
So they're not necessarily starving, but some people could have already been on the brink of that. And we do know that starvation does in fact occur within the United States of America. And we have this from CDC data. All right? Okay. So by keeping SNAP benefits from 42 million American citizens, they are now going to face what we call food insecurity. They're not going to be sure, not all of them are going to be sure where their next meal is coming from. Not all of them have family members that can help make up the difference. Not all of them have a community that can help donate to them in any way or let them borrow money in order to continue to feed their family.
Okay.
So when I say that Donald Trump withholding SNAP benefits of at least congressionally approved funds, right, from United States citizens is not helping the United States citizens, that's what I mean.
All right. Thank you for explaining that. You were very good at that. Thank you for explaining all that, and I will try to do more research on this. Thank you for your time, and you have a good day.
You too. Trump supporters don't understand that Biden would have never been elected if they picked a normal person in 2016. They probably would win 2 terms. They probably would have. I don't know how I could explain it any clearer, honestly. I thought that it was very clear with... See, I guess he just believed in insulting the intelligence level of everybody that's watching me. Also, TikTok, we should have already been at 150,000 likes 5 minutes ago. Let's go ahead and now make sure that we get up to 175,000 likes in the next 14 minutes. We'll go ahead and open these phone lines back up. Oh, yeah. SNAP is not a lot of money. And also for the person that said, so get a job in the comments, I have news for you. 83% of all SNAP recipients of adults that use it to feed their family have jobs. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Sorry, can you repeat that? It cut out a little.
What has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Oh, yeah. Well, he has, I don't know the exact policies with this specifically, but he's had a lot of, what's it called, like drug regulation, preventing outside drugs from other countries entering America.
That we've always had the DEA and the Coast Guard in order to fulfill that need. So that's always been a thing. What specifically are you referring to then?
Well, one of them is the, I believe it was the executive order called, it was to basically just, he was bombing a bunch of, what's it called, Venezuelan
Oh, so you
submarines.
think it's okay for Donald Trump to actively ignore international laws by bombing other places?
If we know they're bringing drugs to America, I do believe.
We don't know, because you know what that requires? Interdicting them in international waters to prove that they are in fact. Guess what?
So what reason would someone need to have a submarine that goes faster than any other boat that any normal person would have to need?
They're not in
Other than drug
submarines.
transportation.
Dude, they're not in submarines.
Yeah, it is submarines.
So we've bombed a submarine out of the water?
Yeah, well, it's not like actual big submarines. Like most submarines that people can build, especially in poorer countries, are only like 5 feet underwater.
Are you talking about submersibles?
I don't know. I'm not too versed in the
Sir, they're only boats.
language.
They're only boats.
Well, either way, they're going super fast. There would be no other reason to.
They're going super fast.
Yeah,
You
they're
don't think that maybe they would be speeding up their boats because the United States is actively trying to kill them while they're, I don't know, fishing?
no. I mean, they have engines that you wouldn't see in any normal boat that someone would use for fishing, and they're going straight to I think it's called Tobago, is where they're going, which is like a drug hotspot to get it delivered to the U.S. afterwards.
And how do we know that they're going to Tobago if all we did was bomb them out of the water without talking to them?
Because we can track where they're heading towards.
We
They're
can
gonna
track where they're heading towards.
They're
So
gonna
you
head
don't think that at
where they
any
go.
point that they're not like watching how the waves are going in the water and they're adjusting course slightly to make up for that, and that when we blow them out of the water, like when we blow up the boat, they could have been heading that direction because of the waves in the water, but really their destination is somewhere else? I'm sorry, are boats now like airplanes where they have to file a flight path before taking off?
No, but they do need
They're not like
another-
that? Oh, okay. So then we have no way of knowing of where their actual directions were going to be, because as we know, boats routinely ziggy zaggy all over the place depending on how the freaking waves are going and shit. Like, that's kind of, unless you've never been on a boat, then I guess that would explain why you don't know any of these things. Also, like, it's just
Well,
really
not
silly.
everyone's rich like you and could just go on boats anytime we want.
Oh yeah, I'm so rich. I've got all the boats in the world.
Really?
No, dude.
Oh, then
I
why'd you
learned
say
this
it?
stuff in high school.
In high school? You learned
Yeah.
about boats? You took a boat class?
No, I didn't take a boat class.
Oh.
It's just
Well,
they teach
actually,
you basic stuff.
I actually do have a statistic for you. So,
You have a statistic about the boats that are being blown up? Where is
yeah,
this
yeah.
statistic from?
It's related. Just let me say it.
Where is the
It's so-
statistic from?
If you let me say it, I could say it.
Yeah, you can just give me the source and I'll go ahead and look it up.
All right. So this is from a reputable source. It's JD Weekly.
You
And
mean
it says-
reputable?
Yeah.
Because
And it
refutable
says-
would means that it's able to be debunked.
Yeah. And it says at least 30% of liberals are drug addicts and at least 20% abuse their children.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Good for you. I'm sorry that
So
you
explain
abuse your
that one.
I'm sorry that you abuse your children.
No, I was saying that's for liberals.
Oh,
I'm not liberal.
okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm Republican.
Yeah. And you said it was JG what?
JD Weekly.
JD Weekly? Are you sure that didn't come from JD Vance?
No, well, they do a lot of articles on JD Vance. Maybe that's where they got their name, but it was an article called JD Weekly,
I'm
and it
sure
says
it
that
wasn't.
30% of
JD
liberals
Weekly
are drug
doesn't
addicts,
exist.
and at least 20% of them abuse their children.
JD Weekly is not a real publication. So how about you stop pulling lies?
But I have it written down right here.
You have it written down. I
Yeah.
also have, oh, actually, funny enough, I'm sorry, sir. What was your name?
Fish Llama.
Okay. I also have it written down that llamas are lame, including this caller, so it must be true.
Well,
And
how
I
about
also
this?
have it written down that it was published by Forbes, which is an actual publication. So therefore,
See-
it must be true.
We can make up statistics all you want.
Also, we don't have a liberal party in the United States of America.
You're awesome.
So, oh my God. 100% of MAGAs eat hot dogs in one bite. Oh, this was Mr. Intelligent going to change her mind. Is that what he said? That's funny. A Cup of Joe said it should have been Jeb Bush to have. I would assume you meant the 2020 nomination for the presidential candidacy. Let's see if we can't get another caller in. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
57.
57. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I think that he's uncovered a lot of abuse and mismanagement in government and shown that Americans are just fed up with it.
Oh, okay. And how has he proven this? Have there been charges filed?
He doesn't have to prove something. You asked me why I supported him. He has brought that to the attention of the American people, and that's why I support him.
Which would mean that he's proved it in some way, shape, or form.
No, it's a fact that the corruption's gone on. He hasn't proved anything.
I'm
He's brought
sorry.
it to
What are
light.
facts?
Facts. It happened.
Facts are provable,
Dodge
sir.
happened. He found the
Facts. Sorry,
abuse and mismanagement.
sir.
Has he
Sir.
found the abuse and mismanagement?
Sir.
Has there
Facts.
been abuse and mismanagement?
Sir.
Has there
Facts.
been abuse and mismanagement?
Sir.
Answer the question,
Sir.
please. You asked me why
Sir.
I support Trump, and I said because
Sir.
he's uncovered abuse and mismanagement.
Sir.
The abuse was there.
Sir.
Look, these politicians
Grandpa.
never end up in jail. They never end
Grandpa.
up in jail. Is
Grandpa.
Hillary in jail? Is Hillary in
Grandpa.
jail?
Grandpa.
Come on, you know it.
Grandpa.
It's a fact.
Sir.
You said that you don't
Sir.
like people getting caught.
Sir.
You think that people that make
Sir.
abuse are wrong and should be
Sir.
prosecuted. But the fact is, that never
Sir.
happened. They've got too much money to
Grandpa.
be prosecuted.
Grandpa.
It's a different set of justice
Grandpa.
for the
Grandpa,
politicians
calm
and for
down.
the citizens. I'm
Pookie
not
pie.
upset. I'm just giving you a
Pookie pie.
fact. That's why I support
Put in your
Trump.
hearing
If
aid.
you or me, I bet
Put
you
in
would
your
support
hearing
him.
aid.
If you took
And
your
let's
car
try this
to
again.
a crooked dealership
Sir. Okay.
and they
Sir.
were lying to you about the cost of the repair,
Sir, wow, we're
be
going
happy
way
that
off
somebody
the
said,
rails.
"Hey,
So I'm going to
this
help you
shouldn't
out with
cost you
something
this
real
much"?
quick, sir,
That's
since
what
you're just
Trump has done
like
for me. He's
Pookie
shown
Pie.
just
You're
how
just like, I don't know,
government
going
does
off
not
on
listen
some
to the
weird
people.
tangent, and I don't
And
really
fake
understand
media,
why.
we were
Okay.
paying fake
So
media
here's what's up.
with those.
All right.
Do you
Here's
know
what's
that?
up.
We were
Okay.
paying for fake
In
media
order for
through
something
Doge.
to be a
Do you,
fact,
do,
it
do
has
you
to
think
be
that we should pay
proven.
for
If you
NPR,
are saying Donald Trump has
BBC, or all those
uncovered
other companies
all of this,
for fake
like
media?
all of this
That's
waste,
dangerous.
all of
When
this
you live in a
bullshit,
country
then
that
that
the
means
media is
that
being
it must
controlled
be
by
brought
those
out
in
into the
power,
light. And
we're
we
living
have
in
seen it. And in
what
order
is it,
again for it
Clockwork
to be
Orange.
a
Have
fact,
you ever read that book?
it
Have
has
you ever read
to
that
be
book?
proven
You're
and
still a bit
prove
young to
a
be in
bull.
college.
So
Have
when
you
I've asked
graduated
you,
from college? I appreciate
where
you.
is the
Have you got
proof?
a
Has he
degree
proven it?
or a 2-year degree?
And you
I'm
said,
asking
no,
you.
it's a
I'm
fact.
asking you.
No,
It's a
sir.
fact.
Facts
It's a
have
fact
to be
why we support
proven.
but you're not
So,
arguing against
so,
why we shouldn't support Trump. You're not
so,
arguing. You're trying.
are you
You're trying to
able to
argue the
prove
validity
anything?
for us supporting Trump. I have
Sir.
valid reasons for supporting
Oh my
Trump.
gosh. You
can't
said
make
that
my
he's
reasons
exposed
unvalid by
all of
anything
this
that you say.
bullshit in the government
You can't make
spending.
my
You
reasons
said it was a
unvalid.
fact.
You
Where
can't
can
make
I
my
find the
reasons for supporting
proof?
Trump
Where
unvalid
can I
by
find the
anything you say.
proof?
You asked
Where
us to
can
say
I find the
something, you said why
proof?
we support Trump,
Where
and then
can
you
I find the
can't
proof?
unvalidate any
Oh
reason
my
why we
goodness.
shouldn't
Where
support
can I
Trump.
find the
You
proof?
can't do it.
Where
can't
can
do
I
it.
find the proof? See, my
You
dog is
cannot
very not
invalidate-
happy with you because
cannot
all you're doing is
invalidate my
talking
reasons
over
for
me,
supporting
and it's
Trump.
quite
You
rude. I
cannot
don't even know what you're
invalidate my
saying. Oh
reasons
my
for
gosh.
supporting Trump.
Do you know what the
You
word
haven't done it
it's
yet. I'm waiting
sorry,
for you.
sir. I just want to help you
I'm
out with
waiting
something.
for-
It's not
I'm waiting for you.
unvalidate,
waiting for
it's
you. Please,
invalidate.
no. I
It's
want you to unvalidate my
invalidate.
reason for
It's
Please.
invalidate.
What's your name?
Do you know English? Do
my
you
name
know
is Jeff.
English? Do
My
you
name is
know
Jeff.
English?
I
Do
speak
you
5
know
or 6 different
English?
languages. Which
Do you
language
know
do you want me to
English?
speak?
Apparently not. Apparently
What's your
not.
name?
Apparently you
name? Is
don't
it
know
Mary?
English.
Listen,
Unvalidate is not a
Mary, what's your
word.
name?
It
Tell
is
me what your name is.
invalidate.
I
It
thought
is
you were gonna be civil if
invalidate.
You said
It
you would be
is
civil if I'm civil. I'm being civil with you, but you're not being civil with me.
invalidate. Hey,
See,
where's your nurse? Nurse!
Nurse! Nurse! Grandpa needs his medication! Nurse! Nurse! Grandpa needs his medication! Come help him! He's been left unattended! Nurse! Nurse! Come get your patient! You left him unattended with the cell phone again, and then he got on YouTube, and I don't know what happened after that. Somebody come get their grandpa! Grandpa! Nurse! You let him out of your sight again! Nurse! Nurse! Hello, where's the nurse? Nurse! Somebody come get your charge! Come get your patient! Nurse! He's crashing out again! Nurse! Hello! Nurse! Nurse! Grandpa, get off TikTok! Sorry, guys. Facts have to be proven, okay? Facts have to be proven. In order for something to be a fact, it has to be provable. The fact that he said there's no proof just makes my point more clear. It cannot be proven, so therefore it is not a fact. All right? That's how it works. Hoy! Yes, it's always alternative facts. I'm so sorry, Casey. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
44.
44. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm not a big support. I would say I support him on the immigration.
Oh, okay. Well,
other things,
I'm tired
yeah.
of that subject because you guys want to talk about that 6 days a week. So have a good one. Guys over on TikTok, can we go ahead and clear out this live gift goal? It's been up for a while. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
42.
42. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And what has Donald Trump done in his 9 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I like there's no tax on tips. I like the fact that I'm going to get a tax credit for all the overtime that I'm working.
It's not all the overtime. I just want to let you know it's only a $12,500.
It's anything beyond the minimum claim, right?
No. It's not all the, you said it was all the overtime that you work, and it's not. Thank you. It's up to $12,500 of your overtime hours that you worked, and it's not the full amount. So
Well, at least it's gonna be some kind of credit, though.
no, so seriously, honest to goodness, I do support the idea of no tax on tips, which is not entirely correct. It's not phrased correctly. I also support the idea of no tax on overtime, except your overtime is still being actively taxed, which means that's an incorrect statement, right? I agree with these things. These are great starts. These are great progressive leftist policies. They're fantastic. I agree with them. It's a great start.
Yeah, and so those are two things that I like about them. And there was one thing I wanted for you to educate me on about the SNAP thing, because I'm kind of confused on, like, you know, they're trying to pass a bill in Congress. They can't get it passed to fund the government, which that shut it down. That stopped SNAP benefits. Well, there's an emergency fund that had like $5 billion in it. Well, Trump deployed that after kind of delaying it for a little bit.
He hasn't deployed it. Only states have paid it out, and then he's asked the states to roll back what they've paid out. Thank you, Lee, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Billion has not been deployed.
No, sir. He's actively ignoring court orders for it.
Okay, so I thought that people were getting their SNAP benefits because that was being deployed.
No, it's not. It's because, and let's be very clear, not all states are doing this. It's only 27 states. have agreed to pay out from their own money, their own state money, benefits to their constituents, but not all states have because of the way that Donald Trump is going about doing this. They're not sure if they're going to get reimbursed from the federal government, and they're also not sure what the guidance is on it because, again, he's asked them to pull back. If any states have sent out money, he's asked them to pull back that state funding.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Ryan.
So, like you were mentioning earlier, like, you know, that he's like kind of treating himself like a king and he's bypassing some of the, you know, Constitution with like, you know, making like executive orders and stuff like that. So, like, what gives him the power specifically to deploy the SNAP benefits?
It's not his power, sir. It's congressionally approved funds. He's actively ignoring the first article of the United States Constitution because the Congress has already appropriated those funds to the contingency budget of the USDA, which, just a friendly reminder to anybody that may not have known this, under the last government shutdown, which is now the second to longest government shutdown in United States history, occurred in December of 2018, lasting through the beginning of January of 2019. In the January 2019, SNAP benefits were paid out under his last administration, under the last government shutdown.
How does that process go about? So, like, so the Democrats,
it's
and
just the
Republicans, they come up
USDA
with a
pays
bill?
it out.
Yeah, but they come up with something, vote on it, and then Trump is, you're saying
No,
Trump is
they don't have
denying it.
to. No, they don't have to sign anything because it's already been previously appropriated by Congress and funded by Congress. They've already funded that contingency fund of the USDA. All it is USDA just has to send it out to the states.
Right. Okay.
But he's
and
not
so
doing that.
That
He's
does
told
not
them
have
not
to be
to.
approved by Congress.
No, because it's already been approved by Congress. The money is already sitting there. That's why they know how much is in there.
Okay, and so both sides voted for this, and now they're just waiting on Trump's approval.
No, yeah, no, they're not. It's not waiting for his approval, sir. The USDA. Okay.
Yes.
They
I'm
could
wondering,
have,
like, I'm trying to get clear how Trump is stopping it, like, and it's, you know,
because
that's what I'm
he
trying to
told
get
them
clear
not
on.
to send the money. He is the one that instructed the agency known as USDA and his Secretary of Agriculture not to send out the SNAP contingency benefits. That's contingency fund. He's the one that instructed them not to send it out. How do we know that? Donald Trump put out on his True Social, SNAP benefits will not be paid out until the Democrats reopen the government. So we know that he is directly complicit in the fact that SNAP benefits are not being paid to 42 million American citizens. He is also directly defying multiple court orders ordering him to pay it out. Now, do I necessarily agree with the fact that courts have ordered him to pay the full amount of all of the SNAP benefits, so all 42 million American citizens? Not necessarily, because that would be pulling money from other sources, but the USDA already is funded. They could pull it from outside their not contingency funds because Donald Trump has already proven that he doesn't think he needs Congress in order to spend money that was appropriated to other budgets within a department. For example, within the Department of Defense, he has pulled money that was allocated to the Research and Development Department in order to pay our United States troops, our armed forces, our 1.3 million American armed force service members, okay? He was able to do that. All right. Also, right? Maybe we would have actually had this money in the contingency fund if the USDA didn't send $20 billion to Argentina.
Yeah, what was that all about?
I don't know, because I don't know, because Donald Trump is weird.
I don't know either. I want to look that up because I'm like not an advocate for us sending money to Israel, Ukraine. Doesn't matter. Like, we overspend so much, and this is going to bring me to my next question, if you have time for it. Is like, what are your suggestions how do we lower our spending? Because it seems like since the market crash of 2008 with the housing crisis, every president since then has overspent. Doesn't matter, Republican, Democrat.
That's not
They're
true.
both.
I mean, for one, it's not true. Guys, to be clear, when I said the 20, hold on, I have to,
Every president
1
has
second.
made the debt go up.
1 second.
since
No, they
2008.
haven't. Incorrect. They have not. Anyways, I just want to, people are a little bit confused on what I said. In total, so there was a $20 billion currency exchange with Argentina where we bought Argentine pesos and then they supposedly bought $20 billion of USD, right? So that's what other 20 billion of it is. This other 20 billion, right, that I'm talking about was paid to like stimulate their economy and stuff. So that's what I was explaining to you. I'm sorry,
Are they
what?
buying treasuries? Do you know if they're buying treasuries with it?
No, they bought USD.
Okay.
They bought American dollars. They didn't buy treasuries. If they bought a
Well, it's the
treasury
same thing,
bond,
kind of.
if they bought a treasury, no, sir, a treasury bond means that you're invested in the United States economy and that you own part of our debt. I don't know if you realize this, but treasury bonds are people like the United States of America, owes money to. We don't want them necessarily to buy treasury bonds because that means we owe them money.
Yeah, I was just saying that would be really weird if we were giving them money and then they just turn around and buy treasuries. That means like
It
our
wouldn't
government
surprise
might
me
be
if they
like
did
in
that,
quite
but
a
he
bit
just
of trouble.
okay.
Like financially, that would be like, holy crap. Like when are we gonna crash again? But my next question is like, so how do we cut? We're like overspending by roughly $2 trillion every year on average, and like, so there's going to have to be cuts, or like your money gets diluted. Your money being diluted is just like a hidden tax. Everyone's going to suffer from it. So what is your suggestion on how to cut spending? Like what goes,
Nothing about what you said is how that works. As far as cutting spending, dude,
we're printing more money than we take in through tax revenue, causing our debt to go up.
We're not printing money. Now, granted,
That's how
actually,
central
sorry,
banks work.
the Federal Reserve, which, by the way, while it is part of the federal government to a degree, it is an independent agency. Okay? The Federal Reserve is an independent agency. The Federal Reserve is the only thing that, quote, prints money. Sorry, words have meaning. You can say appropriate money because that would be the United States spending money. But printing money is inaccurate. We do know that the Federal Reserve quietly printed new bills and stimulated it out into the economy, which is not actually a good thing for them to do that, especially with everything going how it is. But, sir, you're kind of hurting my brain if I'm being honest.
That's what I'm asking. Like, so what? Like, there's got to be some kind of cutbacks on spending somewhere. Like, we keep going. It's just not. It's not going to be good for all of us. Like, everyone will become way more poor in the future unless you already own a lot of assets.
You know how like we can still like, I don't know, continue to spend money as a government in the United States if we just stop lowering corporate taxes. The corporate tax rate.
Lowering corporate taxes will...
No, I said if we stop lowering corporate tax rates, meaning that we would need to increase the corporate tax rate, right?
So
If we
taxing
close the
the people at the
loopholes
top,
that
basically.
if we close the loopholes that corporations are able to get through in order to end up like Amazon still claims a business loss every single year and they don't pay anything in taxes. So, like, just as an example, if we close these loopholes, that would also assist us in actually generating revenue. Because you are also wrong in the fact that every president ever has added to the debt. That's wrong. Bill Clinton, as much of a idiot person as he is, and as much as I don't like him, he left office with the surplus.
Yeah, that's true. I actually voted for Clinton. So
How old are you again?
42.
Oh, I thought you said 20 something. Never mind. We're good.
No, this is the first time I've ever voted for a Republican. I mean, like
Why would
there
you
was a
vote
lot of
for the
reason why,
person
like,
that lowered the corporate tax rate by
now, see, it's
14%?
funny that you say that lowering tax, or if we tax the corporations more, well, that's going to work the same as a tariff. I'm telling you, it's the same thing.
No,
You're
sir,
going to
it's
see the
not.
cost go
No,
up.
sir, it's not.
The cost will
What is
go
a
up
tariff?
just like a tariff.
No,
It equals the same
sir,
thing.
sir, if that is the case, the reverse must also be true. That lowering taxes on corporations lowers the price of goods, but that would be deflation, and we have not once seen the cost of goods go down because of taxes being lowered at the corporate level. Because the reverse must also be true. What is a tariff?
The tariffs make it more expensive for the corporations.
What
Higher
is it?
taxes
No,
make
that's
it
not
more
what I
expensive.
asked. That's not what I asked.
Their bottom line
What?
will
No.
ultimately
Just,
mean you pay more for
sir,
goods.
no, sir. There's a reason why I'm asking this question, because I am happy to give you education, but I have to know where I need to start. What is a tariff?
It's a tax that is implemented on countries that import into the United States.
No.
So if China sends goods, will
No.
they have to pay for it to cross over the border?
China does not pay the tariff percentage to the United States of America. Okay?
Who are you suspecting pays that?
This isn't anyone I suspect of paying it. This is what we know. Okay?
If you send goods into the United States, you
Tariffs are a
tariff.
fee. Oh, hold on. Tariffs are a fee, aka a tax on imported goods. So,
Yeah.
for example, when we have a 15% tariff on Japan, all goods that are imported from Japan, and I do mean all because Donald Trump did away with the de minimis clause that exempted anything that was valued less than $800 from a tariff. He got rid of that. So, we have a 15% tariff on Japan. If we import anything, and I mean anybody imports anything from Japan, they are faced with paying the United States government 15% of that value to the American government before they
That's what
can
I just
even
said.
receive it. It's not what you said. Because you said it was the Chinese government paying the United States government, which is not how it works. It is the American importer.
It's not that exactly, but
It
yeah,
is
it's
the
whatever
American
company is sending it.
importer. The American importer can be a citizen that doesn't own a corporation. It can be a small business that doesn't have the ability to just raise their prices in order to offset this additional taxation on them. An import tariff, right? A tariff on imports is a cost that is accrued up front as a cost of just doing general business as a company. A tax is something that you don't realize comes out, right? You don't see the tax until you file your taxes at the end of the year. And if you have a good CPA, a certified public accountant, you can find all of the loopholes within the tax code so you're not paying any additional money to the federal government, sir. So tariffs,
Yeah, I misspoke. I
tariffs,
didn't mean like, I didn't mean the
tariffs,
Chinese
tariffs,
government, but it's like
tariffs
just anything
are an
that's coming in
upfront
that comes from
cost.
them.
The very thing upfront, the cost of doing business upfront before you can even get your product to the market. Taxes
Yeah,
are
I
a
understand that.
result of you doing business in the American market if you make or claim a
Yes.
profit. Those are
Yes,
not
I
the
get it. I
same
get it.
thing at all, which is why we know that there are many companies that have already announced that they're no longer able to eat the cost of the tariffs, and they are increasing the prices at the stores in order to offset the tariff costs, like Procter & Gamble, Stanley Black & Decker, Subaru. All of these companies, Adidas, Nike, like all of these companies have announced that they are, guess what? Increasing their prices at stores because of tariffs.
Yes, I get
We
that.
never get that
Yes, I get
announcement.
it. It's gonna
We never
it's
get
gonna
that
be some pain
announcement.
that the Americans
We
go
don't
through
get
under
that
the tariffs.
announcement
I get
when
it. I get it.
taxes are
Yes.
increased, because taxes are paid on the back end. Okay? They are paid on the back end, not up front. I'm sorry. I can't. You're hurting my brain. Good night. Okay. Y'all, I legitimately can't anymore. That was a lot. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button over on the tubes. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit that follow button over on Twitchy. Hit that follow button. We are going to go ahead and end for tonight. If you guys are here tomorrow, you will find me at 4 p.m. Eastern time with Jimmy Snow. If you are in my server, guys, if you are in my server or you're not already, join the server. I'm going to share the the pre-scheduled events so you guys know and go join. I will be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time with Jimmy Snow, so go check it out. I might be on earlier on my own channel for a little bit. I don't know yet. But guys, please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you know exactly when I go live. TikTok, if you're still new here, be sure to hit that follow button. We didn't clear out the live goal, but that's okay. I will see you guys back online tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Be sure to join my server so you know when I'm going live. Bye.